Yep.
I saw someone make brownies, and then they stuck little candy pumpkins on it, so it looked like a little graveyard, and I thought it was the most adorable thing.
We are so close to Halloween season. I'm very excited.
I am incredibly pumped for this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am so hard looking forward to it. That's how
you're
excited I am.
Okay.
We're already, like, on the way here, we're kind of talking about, like, our plan of going
like
up.
when we should leave and
like,
all that
when's
stuff.
a good time to leave?
Like, we're all going
Jordan
together, right?
had an
Yeah.
idea.
I did have an idea.
What was your idea?
My idea was this. We leave maybe like around 11-ish, right?
Okay.
And we go up to Irvine. And while we're there, we eat lunch at Umami Burger.
Oh.
So you can have an umami burger.
Okay.
Because we're going to eat dinner at Miss Knott's anyway, so...
Which, like, Leland is so...
about.
He's so for the chicken there, apparently.
Yeah, and they're boysenberry butter. Right? Is that what he
Boysenberry
said?
butter?
Boysenberry butter? He said some kind of butter.
Some boysenberry
it's
something.
magic.
It's all boysenberry. I bet the chicken is also boysenberry.
With boysenberry sauce.
Is that in there? Or is it
Probably.
outside?
I mean, probably.
Oh,
not?
I honestly have no idea.
I think
I've never
it's
eaten
one
there
on the
before.
outside before you even go
I would
in.
assume so because the daytime Knott's ticket is different from the Scary Farm ticket.
Yes.
It's true.
So if it's inside, then we can't get inside
Yeah.
without blowing another $50.
Yeah, no. Dude, I was looking at the VIP passes, and that's like $91. And I was like, holy.
The like Halloween season pass crossed my mind while I was looking at it. I'm like, for a little over 100, I could go more.
Yeah, if you go twice, it pays for itself.
It does. But the logistics of like, well, then I'm down here.
Yeah.
And it would be great, but like when you get out at like 1 or 2, I'm not in a good condition to drive 2 hours back.
Yeah.
So now I need to like
Plan a
sleep
stay.
somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, too. If we had, like, more time and I had more money to drop, I'd be like, oh, we could just
Yeah.
stay somewhere
Yeah.
after the park.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I really enjoyed when we went on Halloween.
Yeah.
I felt it was a perfect kind of Halloween for like when I'm not because I've given up on the fact that like kids are going to come to my door for candy.
Yeah.
Like I want that to be fun, and maybe someday in my future I'll live in a neighborhood that does trick or treating.
No.
But for the past always. Since I was a kid, I don't live in a
Suburban
trick-or-treating...
area?
Well, I don't live in a trick-or-treating neighborhood.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is a real bummer because, like, I want to be the cool Halloween house.
Yeah.
And that goes from as small as just kind of having a fun costume also that, like, kids are like, oh, look, this adult's dressed up.
Yeah.
To like making a maze in my front yard that leads up to my door,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
that'd be
house
fun.
I will never forget. And it wasn't even a good maze, but also it's like 30 years ago, so
Yeah.
like mazes weren't like what they are now.
Yeah.
But this dude took like black tarp all over his front yard and made a maze of it,
That's cool.
and I've never forgotten.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's a really cool idea.
Yeah. Like I want that. And I don't need home ownership to do it,
Yeah.
but I do need to live in a neighborhood that maybe has 5 trick-or-treaters. I don't even buy candy anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
At least not
Not for the kids.
not for the kids.
Candy's expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on where you go.
Where are you getting good cheap candy?
Okay, what do you mean by good?
Name brand.
Okay, 5 and below.
That's twice now a 5 below come up. I don't know what a 5 and below is.
I didn't know either until I went to one yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So-
from 5 and below.
Oh, my
All these treats are from 5 and below.
Your pineapple penguin.
my piney penguin.
It's so
Pen,
cute.
Pineapple?
Pineapple.
Pineapple? Apple pen?
God damn it.
Is it Pineapple or Apple pen?
Neither.
I guess Steph doesn't
Steph
remember that.
Yeah.
no,
it's
I
not.
do remember.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah, is it? Yeah, I don't get it either. So I guess it's just the economy hitting a dollar store real hard.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
No?
I don't know,
All
but
right,
like-
so you can get name brand candy,
yes, you can.
a good amount for, I assume, $5 or below.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
They have like, Big Lots you can go to.
You get
Walmart
Big and
has
Lots.
candy, but I mean, just in general, like assorted candy is
What about
expensive.
Yeah.
now.
What about a Costco though? I assume a Costco is probably a good spot to
Costco
get.
will have like.
Oh, just
good
go to
deal.
a business Costco.
Oh, that's true.
You do love a business
I do
Costco.
like business Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like I walked by when I was in Vaughn's, I walked by the Halloween section,
Yeah.
and they had a bag of candy there. It was probably 5 or 10 pounds, and it was $35. It's like $25 or $30.
Yeah, I mean, if you get that Hershey
Man,
bag,
that's a lot of
Why is this
candy.
it is also a lot of candy.
it's
10
not,
pounds?
I mean, if
10
you take,
pounds of candy.
That's a lot of candy.
That's a lot of candy.
That's a
then I'm saying
hard.
too much. It's 5.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Is it like this big,
It's
like a
this big.
like a small pillow size?
it's
All
like
right, that's not 10 pounds. That's like,
so-
that's
so-
like a 5 pound.
So it's like a
yeah,
Lay's
it was
bag.
$25, and I was like, that's
All
a
right, that is a lot, and
Okay,
it's
yeah.
it's probably like a Hershey's bag. The Hershey's bags are
It's
always
like
really expensive.
assorted, like
Yeah.
a Tootsie Roll thing is in there, and then
The Hershey bars,
Reese's
Crackle,
and-
the Mr.
Junior-
Good bar.
Mr. Good bar.
Yeah. The Hershey pack.
Yeah.
That's some premium chocolate, though.
True.
But that's a lot of money when you think about candy. I think that's the same thing that the roommate
yes.
did last year. She was like, I'm going to buy candy. And then she realized how much it was. And I was like, I'm going to just spend $15
Smarties
on
for
candy.
everybody.
And I'm going to leave the bucket outside. And we came home to an empty bucket. It was fine.
Well,
That was the point. Yeah, I could tell you my random ridiculous stories real quick.
You got a random ridiculous story?
Yeah, so last week I had an appointment.
Okay.
I had an ultrasound because they want to check if everything's okay with
With the baby?
my food baby. Yeah, they just want to make sure.
Somebody for a half second were like, what?
yeah.
That's okay. First of all,
Okay.
I was very strategic, or not strategic, but when I was posting online, I repeated to myself ultrasound, and it was just like, yeah, people are gonna think I'm pregnant.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yep.
X-ray. And then Roseanne goes, it's not an X-ray, it's an ultrasound. And I was like, ultrasound.
I mean, yes, she's correct.
Yeah.
But also, the intent is the same. It is looking inside you. It's just two different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people just, when they hear ultrasound, it's associated with babies anyway.
Yeah.
Because many people are dumb and don't know that it's used
That
for
you
many
could just
things.
Get, yeah. When I had my gallbladder removed, they did an ultrasound.
Yeah.
Kidney stones.
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. So, yeah. So, like, before I even did the appointment, it was just, I told the lady, I was like, I have a small bladder. I'm going to tell you now. I don't know if I can hold my pee that long. And she was just like, oh, it's okay. Just
cup your hands.
Just pee before you drink your water. And I was like, I don't think you understand. I don't think I can hold the water.
As soon as I drink the water, I have to pee.
So I just want to know how much I'm supposed to drink. Because she said to drink the 24 ounces of water.
Okay.
And then I had to do it an hour before. And I was like, I'm just worried because last time I was going to burst. And I really want to know how I can do this. Right?
Okay.
And she was just like, it's fine. Before you drink the water, just empty out your bladder. And I was like, okay, whatever you say.
Is this an issue with your kidneys?
No, it's just, I guess I just have like irregular problems sometimes.
Okay.
Or like with my lady parts where they just want to make sure I don't have like fibroids or something.
Okay.
So they're just worried for
Sure.
like anything. So
Okay.
it was just kind of like, let's go see if anything's there.
yeah, I get you.
So, okay, so it's Thursday. or no, Wednesday. I think it was one of the days I had the appointment.
Was it a week from today?
Yeah, it was
It
last
was
week.
Wednesday.
It was Wednesday. So it was Wednesday. Yeah. So it's 11:45. It's 12:45. My appointment's at 1:45. So I drink my water. Mm-hmm. I use the restroom. I empty what I can, and then I drink my water.
Yes.
I know my bladder now is not. I mean, I have my days.
It's
Sometimes
not 24
it's okay.
ounces.
Yeah. Sometimes it's okay, and I'm fine, and I can hold things. Like when we drink, sometimes I could be like, we could be at the restaurant or like bar for like 3 hours. Not once would I have to go, but there are times.
It does depend on like what you're actively doing.
Yeah.
I went from when I drove from here to Texas for the first time.
Yeah.
I think I used the bathroom once in the 18-hour drive.
Oh, see?
And I was drinking a lot.
See? It just
But I
depends,
was
right?
sweating
You're
it
sweating
out.
it all out, yeah.
Everything I was drinking in, I was also pretty much sweating out.
That's like Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go without eating or drinking for a while. Mm-hmm. Or even using the bathroom. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I drink my water. And then 15 minutes later, I was already on the drive there. I was like, I could pee. Yeah, I was like, I could pee. I really could. And then the drive was only like 15, 20 minutes. So my appointment's at 1:45. I check in 1:30. I look at the girl who's checking me in, and I'm like,
And this is the same girl you've told, like, I can't go
no. That was
more
the
than an
person who
hour.
did the
Okay.
appointment. This was just over the phone. But the young girl that I'm talking to at the counter, I look at her and I'm just like, do you know how long this will take? Because I don't think I can hold it. And she's just like, I can find out how long it's going to take. And I was like, okay. I mean, I could really go now.
Yeah.
I honestly could go now, but I'm trying not to.
Can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Is the intent for you to pee in a cup?
No.
Okay. All
They
right.
just want my bladder full
Got it.
so they can do
for the ultrasound.
For the ultrasound
Got
so they
it.
can see.
Okay.
You should have reenacted that scene from Scary Movie 2 where the girl just pees on herself.
Which part's that?
Right at the beginning.
Oh, what's her name?
That's Natasha Lyonne.
Natasha Lyonne.
I don't remember.
Remember they do like the Exorcist parody in the beginning?
Scary movie.
Two.
All right.
Yeah.
So you know what? For some reason, I was thinking Scream, which
Okay.
is not even close to what you said. and then you were like, oh yeah, where she pees herself in the beginning of the movie, and I'm thinking, and I did think about The Exorcist. I'm like, well, The Exorcist she pees, but it's not really in the beginning. It's more like the end of the first act or so, or like right before.
I just remember on that part,
Also,
they're playing the piano, and it goes, I got a song, guys. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. And then it's, shake your ass.
What'd you say?
Shake your fast. I said fast. I didn't say,
Did you?
shake your ass. What?
Shake your ass. What? Shake your ass.
I said fast because I don't know how to sing the song.
That pans. You know, that
Okay.
tracks.
All right, yeah. You know
That's
what?
true. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, before we get too far, I owe a bean.
Yeah, how's
Yeah.
being?
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish, and I'll
Yeah,
take
show
my
me
penance.
what you're working with,
Yeah.
and then that's when she
Tension.
goes,
Oh, yeah.
"You guys suck,"
Yeah.
and then that's when she pees.
Yeah, I started realizing that Natasha Lyonne is in a lot of things.
She's been acting for a long time.
yeah, and I did not realize that.
Yeah,
at all.
know who she
yeah.
was?
No, she's been working like since the 90s.
Yeah, yeah. She
It's
does great
great.
work.
Yeah,
She's
she's awesome.
Oh yeah, so I sit down. I'm in the waiting.
Also, sorry, Natasha Lyonne. I didn't know she was with Fred Armisen.
Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah, Fred Armisen and Natasha Lyonne.
I don't know him by name. Who is he again?
Portlandia?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Because I remember there was like an article that was just like couples you didn't know were together, and I was like, wow.
Is it mean
No
that when I
clue.
think of them together, I just think of like just the blandest couple?
I think they would be real fun.
Like something about looking at them is like staring into a jar of mayonnaise.
That's a horrible thing for anyone
Is
to
it?
say. Hey, you know what? You're so bland. You
Like
remind me of mayo.
I like
What?
her. I like her. He has his moments.
Yeah.
Portlandia
Did you care for
is hit or
Portlandia?
miss. It's hit or miss.
What about
Sometimes it's way too up its own butt.
Okay. What about Big Mouth?
I love Big Mouth.
Yeah, he's the weird janitor.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He is the dad.
He's the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which dad does not have the great parts.
True.
Like
That is true.
his dad has some fun parts.
Yeah.
Because he's just so sexually open with his family, and that's funny. But he didn't write it.
And Big Mouth season 3 is like 3 weeks from now.
Something like that. I'm so excited.
Oh,
That show
yeah.
is so great.
There's so many great things coming out in October. Anyway, continue your story, Steph.
Oh, yeah.
You had to pee?
Yeah, so I told
Buckets?
I told the lady that I really needed to pee. And she was just like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, last time I had an appointment, I was about to burst. And I can tell you now, it's the same thing. Told the lady I really had to go, like, I'm going to have to go. And she insisted, "Oh, no, it's fine. You could just, pee before you drink the water." Like that is the simple solution to the problem.
Yeah.
And then I was telling her how, last time I really had to go. She was like, "It's okay. Just relieve yourself a little bit." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
Just go a little.
And she was like, just go a little bit and stop. And I was
Just
like,
pinch it off.
and I was
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You can't do that." And I was able to at that time. So I sit down and I'm just sitting in the waiting room and I'm just looking at my time. And it's like 1:35 and my appointment's at 1:45 and I'm sitting there, I'm looking at magazines, I'm just sitting.
Trying to distract yourself, but they've got Waterfalls monthly.
Yep. And I was like, "Oh no, I can't.
TLC is
I
on the
can't do it."
television.
I was about to
I was
say
like,
that.
"I can't do it. I'm gonna burst." So I go back to the girl and I'm just like, I can't hold it anymore. And she was just like, "Oh, it's okay. Just try to see if you can pee a little bit." And I was like, "I'll try. I'm not making any promises. I don't know
We're gonna
what I
open
can
the floodgates.
do. I don't know what I can do."
Well, have
So-
you ever tried stopping midstream?
Yeah, I have. I did for that one appointment.
Man, that's
Sure.
painful. Dang it.
Oh yeah, we could share that. We put
Yeah.
some new stuff in there.
We were going to wait until I had to take the bean, but Jordan just so eager.
Yeah.
We have some new flavors added into the bean mix. We have now Tabasco flavored
Honestly,
bean.
I hope I get Tabasco beans.
I'm curious. I mean, that just seems like a Boston bean.
It's
That's,
like,
that's just
yeah.
a spicy bean. Dishwater, which will not be
Yeah,
good.
dirty dishwater.
But the one that I am honestly
Terrified. for.
scared of
Yeah.
is stink bug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stink bug. Oh, that looks like a stink bug.
Oh,
Ugh.
Anybody want to record this?
No,
sure.
you got it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe Steph will actually post one.
I have so many of them.
I know,
just
it's been a long
haven't
time.
done a thing with them.
I could just do it live, can't I?
No, because then we can't save them.
Oh, then we can't save it. Okay.
Also, no one's paying attention.
There you go.
Get that bean. Is it not good?
It's not good.
Ooh, it was pink.
I don't know what this is.
Oh, we gotta check the boxes. What are the pink ones?
It was pink?
Yeah, it was pink.
There's nothing that's really pink here.
Not on that one. Look at the
Barf,
bag.
Peach.
Ooh, man, he is suffering.
What is this? I don't know what it is at all.
Fish?
Let me see. It wasn't quite candy floss pink.
Yeah,
Huh.
I don't know what the pink was.
I have no idea what's in my mouth right now.
And you have no idea where it even begins?
No, not at all.
Ugh. Gross.
What if
Like it's not horrible, but it's not
It's
good.
bad. Yeah.
It tastes. It's like you ever bite into a really old grape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
just soured and kind of
Yeah, that's
Turned
the
bad.
mushy one?
That's what the aftertaste is, and
Ew.
I don't understand what other flavors did we put in here.
I don't know.
I mean, these three, we've kept the boxes of the
Is Is there anything
of
on that one?
of the bad ones, the ones that have bad ones. It wasn't speckled, right? It didn't look
No,
speckled to you.
it
Yeah, it
looked-
didn't look speckled to me.
It looked. I just thought it was going to be like tangerine.
Yeah, I thought it was going
That's
to be
why I'm confused.
You can
something
stop that
peachy
recording
or something.
now. I don't know what that was, but I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Are both of the Beanboozled the same other than the extra?
I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay. Spoiled milk, coconut, canned dog food, chocolate pudding, juicy pear booger. That's the same. Strawberry banana smoothie, dead fish. This one is barf and peach. Dead fish, strawberry banana smoothie, same thing. Toasted marshmallow and stink bug.
Like it looked like this.
Dirty dishwater birthday cake.
It looked like this one, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one is speckled, so maybe we just didn't see the speckles on it, and I think that might make it barf.
It was definitely not barf.
Okay.
Because
Earthworm?
No, it wasn't earthworm.
Earthworm is clearly
Dead
earthworm.
fish? Isn't dead fish kind of reddish?
It wasn't dead fish. Like
Dead
yeah.
fish
like I
is
said, like-
orange
like
and
it
red
wasn't
specks.
bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Maybe you just had a bad cocktail one.
Maybe
I don't know.
the cocktails have gone bad.
I thought I took a picture of the cocktail one so we know what they are. Right? Didn't I do that
I think
at the
you did.
store? I think I
I'm
did.
not sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, about my freaking...
I got scared once and I stopped peeing midstream. I didn't like that at all.
Someone got too close to you at the urinal?
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Pomegranate Cosmo.
Maybe that's what it was.
I wouldn't... That's an odd...
Shouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had a Cosmopolitan.
I don't
They're
think
not
it'd be
I
bad.
don't know why you gave me that look.
Well, because now I'm trying to think if that's the same thing Ramon had.
I don't know.
So I remember he was just like, it was not good, and we didn't
There's
know
a lot of
what.
there's a lot of bad ones, so that'll make you react.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just hope I just get nothing but Tabasco ones now.
I want to
Burn the flavor out.
Yeah.
I just think it's like a red hot.
I think I'd rather take heat over a disgusting taste.
Yeah, no, I would too.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I think my mom brought home what she says are ghost peppers, but they look like Carolina Reapers. And I just want to try one just to see what happens.
What is she planning on doing with
I have
them?
no idea.
She's gonna make a dish and just hide them in there.
Well,
Here, son. Here's your
I mean,
lunch.
spice is easier to take when it's mixed with food. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I go to the lady and I look to the girl at the counter and I'm just like, I can't hold it. I gotta go. And she was just like, it's okay. Just try to do a little. And I was like, I'll try, but I'm not making any promises. I go to the bathroom. I start peeing. And I try to stop. And I don't stop.
you just have to get
And I
open the
kept trying to
sluice.
take my turns, and I was just like, okay. And stop. Pee. And I was like, okay, one more time, man.
Clench.
Pee. And I was like, you know what?
Like some
I just go. Then
like she's doing reps like some kind of urinary Kegel exercise.
just wanted to see, and yeah. So I do the walk of shame. I walk back to her. I look at her,
I'm
and I
sorry.
go.
I peed.
I was like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't stop. And she goes, oh, it's okay. I know it's hard. And I was like, yeah, I
This
tried.
nurse is patronizing you.
She's probably younger than me, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this person, I'm pretty sure she was younger than me.
How's that feel?
Interesting. I mean, she was very sympathetic towards me, and the girl next to her wasn't. So,
She's probably your age.
yeah, I'm assuming. Because she goes, oh, it's okay. I know that's probably really hard. She, first of all, even going there and telling her my life story about, like, past trying to hold,
Yeah.
she was laughing and having a good time. I think she enjoyed my company at that
Yeah,
time.
she's young, not jaded yet.
Yeah.
So she was just
Life
like,
is good to her.
Yeah.
yeah. So she thought, she was just like, aw, it's okay, it happens. And she gave me a bottle of Arrowhead water, like a tiny little one to drink, just
Yeah.
in case. Now, the girl next to her, I haven't seen her face yet. I just hear her. And she goes, well, you better call the doctor because if she already emptied her bladder, then they might not see her and you might have to reschedule. And in my head, I was like,
lame.
I hope not. And she calls the doctor, and the doctor goes, oh, no, it's okay. You're fine. They'll still see you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine by me. Like, I hope this is okay. She gives me water to drink, so I drink it. And then I wait my 10 minutes. And then I get called in. I go to the back. I lay down on this table on this little, like, there's this little, like, foam wedge. Kind of looks like one of those, like, sex wedge things.
Mm-hmm.
No, explain. What's a sex wedge?
I don't know. It's like that little, like, foamy wedge pillow that you kind of, like, sit on for sex.
Yeah, it's a big triangle made for cardinal relations.
How?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I just thought this thing was interesting.
Who's laying on it?
Whomever.
Whoever wants to lay on it.
Most of the illustrations
super comfortable.
are the women laying on it.
I've seen them in Hustler. They're expensive.
Man, I've never
I
been
just
inside
use
a Hustler.
pillows.
What is it? Isosceles is equal. Right triangle has a has the 90 degree at the base.
Yeah.
What is the third kind of triangle?
The one that isn't
Acute.
really equal.
Acute? No,
Yeah.
that's not it.
No, that's an acute angle.
Yeah, an acute angle is just below 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Isosceles is equal. Whatever. All right, the third one.
Yeah.
Because it's not a right angle. It's not quite isosceles. So it's like a pizza wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's like it's big enough that you can kind of bend over it,
Yeah.
be bent over it, lay back on it.
Gotcha,
There
okay.
you go.
It's like a
now,
wedge.
now the mind whirls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a wedge, but then it had like a butt area like carved out.
like a,
Just enough
like a butt
that
indention?
your butt cheeks can hover, like just rest on it.
So it's
So
well
you're elevated. So you're elevated.
It's
That's
a broken
basically-
in sex wedge.
Yeah, basically. So I lay on there, and then she puts this like jelly stuff, and she starts putting the that X-ray thing,
Put that,
and she's
that
just
Astroglide on you.
yeah, and then she's just rubbing my lower abdomen, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Oh no!" I told her, I was like, "I'm so sorry, I couldn't hold it. So I hope you're still able to do what you need to do." And she goes, "You let out everything?" And I was like, "Yeah, I emptied my bladder out.
There's
I'm
no
sorry."
stopping for me, Doc.
I was like, "I couldn't stop." And she goes, "No, your bladder is still full. Maybe you drank more than you were supposed to." And I was like, "You sure? Because I peed a lot." And she's like, "Yeah, your bladder's completely full." And I was like, "What?"
Here's the twist. Steph's bladder is always full. She's just constantly pouring more water on it.
Yeah.
But the timing makes her think that she's always got to go. But her bladder's
Maybe.
always filled.
It's true. She has to pee right now.
You're overflowing at all times.
I thought about it earlier when the podcast started, and I was like, "Could I pee right now?" I think I could, but I'm okay.
You always do. I assume it's just the dogs in the bell.
Oh, Pavlov.
Pavlovian response now to being in my house.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sometimes you don't understand your own body.
I don't.
Sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The way that how
Sometimes?
my body, when I feel things, it's like instant. Mm-hmm. That's what I hate the most. Like when I tell someone, like, "Yeah, I don't feel good." "Oh no, you're fine." "No, I
And then she
I
throws up.
really don't feel good," and then I throw up. Or
It's like she has like a 1 minute timer.
yeah, it sucks. Like yesterday when we were at 5 and Below, I was just like, "Oh no, I really have to pee." And Jordan's like, "Well, when did you have to go? When did you
Start having
start
to go.
Yeah.
having to go?" And I was like, "When we got to 5 and Below, I already had to pee."
You said
It
when we were
wasn't
leaving,
earlier.
though.
Oh yeah, leaving. I was like, it wasn't when we were at Chipotle. I was fine. That's why I didn't go.
Yeah.
It was when we were at 5 and Below where I was like, "Oh no, I have to go."
Which-
and then we got to the car and I was like, "I really
30,
got
30 seconds before this moment, we were inside 5 and Below.
So, like, do you just use public restrooms often?
Yeah, whatever I need to do. I don't give a shit. Dang it, I'll take it.
Did she finish? It sounded like she trailed.
It sounded like you stopped yourself, but you stopped yourself last week and you still got called on it.
I got called on a different word.
Oh,
yeah.
the word after.
Yeah,
that's right.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I pulled back an SH,
Yeah.
but dropped a Kendrick Lamar album.
I said the she. but not the it.
I'm going to leave it up to you. Because you know what you said. If you feel that you pulled it out before
Can we
you got
leave it to the bean police?
Yeah, we'll leave it to bean police.
All right, bean police.
It's your call.
You're out there doing the good Lord's work.
That's fine by me. But yeah, no, I had to go. Anyway, so I'm laying down, and she's telling me that my bladder's full. And then she's just checking everything, and she's touching areas, and I'm just like, I could pee again soon. And she's just like, okay, well, we're going to do the exterior x-ray, and then...
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, so there's an exterior x-ray, or ultrasound, and then...
No, that still don't make no sense.
Then, part 2, I empty all my bladder for the internal.
Ah.
So
Okay,
now it makes sense.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Steph made a going up motion when she referred to the internal. Now it makes sense.
Please.
I was thinking like X-ray of the exterior. That's just looking at you.
Future Anthony, insert a sound effect for that.
Hey, can we get a slide whistle in here?
Yeah, so then she tells me, okay, I want you to so get up and then go use the restroom and then try to empty out your bladder as much as you can. You might
blast
have
it
to
out
go
there.
several times. And I was like, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do all that
Just
in
find
that
where the bladders
time
and
that you're supposed to
squeeze.
do. So I was just like, okay, well, I already have to pee. So I go in there and I pee. And then I'm just waiting. And then I was like, okay, she said I might have to go several times. I'll just... Then I just tried to go again. And there's a little bit here and there, and I just kind of waited, and I stood around.
little
Gets a
tinkle,
hernia
tinkle.
from trying to pee.
I stood around for a little bit, washed my... then, washed my hands, stood, then I had to go again, and it was more water this time, so I was just like, okay, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
I'm emptied out. So I go lay down, or I have to undress because she has to do the whole lower area. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting on that wedge again, and then I have the blanket draped over my legs,
Yeah.
and she has the probe in her hand, lubed up and everything. And
I've seen this movie before.
She has it in front.
Yeah, fire
and
in the sky, right?
She has it in front, and I hear her clearly say, okay, it's at the entrance. And then she puts the blanket down.
Hello there.
And I was like,
I see
okay.
you're trying to enter. Many
And
have
she-
come before,
And then she
but
starts...
you have ever left.
My goodness. And then she starts to talk, and she goes, okay, well, usually people feel a lot of pressure with it going in, so I just want you to relax and just, yeah, she's like, I want you to relax and just, inhale deeply and then exhale. And I was like, okay. So I'm just waiting. And then she's like, okay, ready? Breathe in. And I'm like... And she's like, are you tensing up? And I was like, no, it's lower. You're just pushing on my wall. She didn't find it. And you know what's the worst part? This isn't the first time that this has happened. The same thing happened.
Doc, didn't you go to school for this?
Exactly. This is the same thing that happened.
Is she doing this blind though?
This
She
happened
looking
2
at the
weeks.
ceiling,
This happened 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
When I had my annual. Mm-hmm. My annual appointment. That's the whole
Yeah.
reason why they wanted me to do the ultrasound, was just a follow-up to make sure everything was okay, because what they saw physically was nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, flashback to 2 weeks before, the lady is doing my mammogram. She's touching my boobs, checking everything. They always seem to talk to you when they do this. And it's always just like, so do you self-check yourself? And I was like, yeah, when I'm in the shower and I'm just washing my
so what
body.
do you do, huh?
It just kind of
What do you do for fun?
So then she did the same thing. She's like, okay, you're going to feel a little pressure. I'm going to have to do the exam. She lubes her fingers up. She's about to, her fingers are in the entrance. The same thing happened 2 weeks before.
Like-
ready? It's a little lower.
Like,
There you go.
Doc, like,
Slide whistle again.
not only did you go to school,
Yeah.
not only, like, is this your profession, and I assume you do this all the time, like, you have no reason. You should be sinking threes all day long.
Seriously.
Just nothing but net.
But are they not looking at all?
Yeah, I got a feeling like...
Well, because what she did was she positioned her hand,
Yeah.
and then she put the blanket over, and then was looking at me.
She's not under the blanket.
No.
Okay. See,
Okay,
that's
okay.
our
Yeah.
we have no
okay,
idea.
yeah.
We have no idea what
She
this is like.
placed her hand
I figured
where it's supposed to be.
I thought she was like a
and then
minor
she put the cover.
where she has.
She had the light
on her head.
on her head. She had
Yeah.
a canary in a cage.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when I had my annual before, literally my view is like the top of my knees and a blanket and me staring at her head while she's doing this. And I'm usually either staring at the ceiling with my arms up like this, trying to like
Just
not
relaxing.
make it be awkward.
Like Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the annual. Going back to the ultrasound, she has this probe thing, and she said she put it at the entrance, asked if I was tensing up, and I said no, it's a little lower. And it slides right in. And I was like, there it is. And she starts like moving it around and taking her pictures and everything. And then she's
Steph is
just like,
moving her hand like she
Yeah.
has a wand.
basically, that's kind of like what they're doing.
Wingardium.
Yeah, just wanding it around and taking pictures. And then at one point, she tells me to apply pressure on my ovary and then push it towards the camera. So I had to get my fingers and I had to go like right above my
Like above your hip bone?
right above my hip, push down, and then push it to like my
Down-
belly
down
button
center.
area.
Yes.
You can
Basically
just do
towards
that?
yeah, this is exactly what I had to do. Like this. And I had to do that for maybe a minute. And she was like, okay, and do the same to the other side. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, okay, you're done. And then she gave me a tissue and like a giant paper towel and was just like, just clean up after yourself. And,
Your money's on the table.
yeah, just clean up, use the restroom, relieve yourself, and that's it. And we'll get your results back in a day, basically. My results
she's
came
never
back
called.
negative, so there is nothing wrong.
That's good.
Which they still don't know what's wrong with what was wrong to begin with. I don't know why I'm
which is that you pee too much?
No, I'm just having moments where I don't know. I'm just like
You're just having moments.
I'm having moments.
Okay.
I'm just having moments, and they wanted to make sure that it was not like a health issue that I'm gonna like,
Sure.
I
Explode.
guess, die from or something.
Yes, that would be bad.
Because they started asking me if I have like a family history of ovarian cancer, and I was like, I mean, I had one of these cases before, which I found out that one of the strains of HPV doesn't count as cancer anymore. I don't know why no one updated me on that.
I guess that's good.
Yeah, well, so is that the one you had that's not
That's the one that I had. So, like a couple years ago, I had that, and I was told that was cancer. And
That
I
it was
found out,
cancer, or
yeah,
that it
I found out that
potentially-
it was cancer, and I already had that removed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This was back in like 2009, 2010. They said they found cancerous cells, and I had it lasered off. That's what happened. Now, apparently, what I found out was that's not considered ovarian cancer. And I was like, this whole time,
What did they cut off?
yeah, I was like, what? Why
All
did
the
I
time.
not get updated on this?
Yeah.
Because this whole time I'm thinking like, oh yeah, no, I've had ovarian cancer, and I haven't apparently because that doesn't count.
Oh,
And I was
man,
like,
no more
okay.
bragging rights.
Yeah.
I was just like,
No more wristbands for you.
yeah, I was just like, okay, well, yeah. So that was just that appointment. I was just really confused at like how I'm correcting doctors who can't find my vagina. I tweeted about it because I was just like, it's true.
That's a solid
it's
tweet.
It's just literally been, oh no.
I'm tired
It's
of
a
doctors
little-
not finding my vagina.
It's a little lower,
Hashtag it's a little lower.
which is frustrating because I was talking to my best friend about it, and she was just like, why? She's like, keep
Like
having
none of
these
the other
problems.
women that you know like have this issue.
No.
They
Well, the thing is, okay, I had moved locations.
Of your vagina?
No. No.
I saw an opening. I had to go for it.
Yeah, it's called the vagina.
What is it? I had moved locations from what is it? My Scripps. Yeah, my Scripps location.
Yeah.
So my original one is in Carmel Valley, and I moved over to Mount Carmel. And both times there was an oops on where my vagina was. So I don't know if it's a location thing, because even when I was talking to like the medical assistant, she didn't even know like menstrual cups exist.
What?
I know. I was telling her, I was like, I just started using a menstrual cup, and she was like, what is that?
Okay,
and I was like, excuse me?
You're probably going to have to explain what a menstrual cup is.
Oh, you don't know?
No, I do know.
Okay.
I thought we discussed menstrual cups, didn't we?
Did we?
I don't know. I had a girl give me a long rant in a Target once about it.
Did you know her?
Yeah, I went to the Target with her.
They're real interesting. I find them way more I'm more confident than I am with
Well, that's
like
good.
You're willing to go swimming.
Yeah, we
and
did have this
wear
conversation
pants.
because I said tampons for me, I waste money buying them, and it's a lot of money.
Oh yeah, this was when Jordan discovered that tampons were expensive.
Just a
Which
lot
is
of female
dumb.
things are expensive.
Why are they so expensive? That's stupid.
Yeah, they're real expensive. But yeah, that was that. But my whole weekend consisted of painting. I was helping my dad out. I made money,
That's what
so
it's
that
called
was
now?
good.
That is good. That is good.
I got paid $100 a day.
Nice. That's a decent wage for
so
straight
I got
cash.
to pay stuff. I got
make
to
that
buy
money.
things I needed.
Make it rain.
These last two, maybe not weekends back to back, but these last two jobs working for Yay for Anime have now given me a grip of money.
Yeah.
So I can confidently go to Scary Zone and maybe even buy myself a little Elvira treat while I'm there.
Nice.
If they have that Elvira on the couch pop, that Leland's fart.
Yeah. I think
I tried to pull back.
I think I heard the whole word though.
I may have gotten to the C. I did not get to the K though.
But you can't tell the difference phonetically.
Steph?
I don't know. I thought there was two parts. I thought I heard the clear first word,
I got
and I thought you were getting to the ing part. So I heard
so you think I got farther?
I thought you missed the ing part.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But
yeah.
I thought you.
Did you
I
hear-
heard you say part one.
Yeah, I heard
not
the full
the
word.
two.
All right.
You have two beans now.
Right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's been bragging about it on Twitter the Elvira on the couch.
Really cute.
It does look really nice. Yeah.
I want it bad. I already have like the normal Elvira pop. I want a cool regular one.
Do they have an idea, or do they have a show
No,
that we can see?
no.
No.
She doesn't do the show anymore.
No. Like in general, does not have a show.
Oh, they have some
anymore?
kind of show. I don't know what it is anymore.
Yeah, remember last year there was a show we're like, nah, we're not gonna watch this because
It's not Elvira.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's true.
yeah. Get the
That's
camera
true.
ready.
Okay, so I made it to the sea just a minute ago, and last week the Bean Police informed me, and I even missed it during editing, because I almost cursed, pulled it back, and almost dropped an SH, but I did say Kendrick Lamar album right after that. So I owe 2 beans. That's 2 in my hand. God, I hope I don't get stink bug. I don't know what it would be like.
Yeah.
But
I don't even know.
I'm afraid.
What if the smell? No, what if the taste is the smell of a stink bug?
I assume that's what we're talking about.
I think one of those is gonna go well. The other one is not.
Yeah, I think one is good and one is bad.
Can you tell me which one is going to go good?
The one on
this
that
one.
side.
This one? Okay, so I'm
Probably.
gonna go bad first.
Okay.
All right.
And fingers crossed.
Okay.
Now, what kind of bed? We're about to find out.
Oh, ooh, hot.
There's a Tabasco one.
Oh, spicy.
You got it.
Yeah, I did.
How is it?
Obviously.
Spicy.
Does it at least taste like it?
Yeah. Oh, I swallowed. Ah,
I'm
That is-
curious now.
that is spicy.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Oh man! All right.
If I make it to the end of the episode without another bean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
take
just
one.
gonna eat
All right,
one.
fine. All right. This
I'll
is
eat one
good.
too.
Yeah, it's like it should be like
Pear
lemon
or something or something. I don't know. All right.
It was yellow.
There you go. Good stuff.
Woo. Man.
Yeah.
So you're telling your best friend about finding the hole, and then I've seen this video before. So what happened next?
Oh, that was it.
Oh well.
Oh, she just said that that I have a special vagina. I was like, thank you.
I've definitely seen this video before. So what happened next?
Yeah.
I mean, I've called every vagina special to their face.
Well, that's nice. Good job.
I appreciate the vagina.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a beautiful flower,
It is.
a delicious fruit.
Oh, what I was gonna try and continue with though is along with Knott's getting super excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Disneyland next month,
Dang.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go to the Star Wars land.
Are we not invited?
If you guys
No,
want to take a Monday
I
off,
think we were. It was
Yeah.
just a matter of like getting what we needed to go. Is there a specific date?
it's the 21st of October. So I guess anyone else now who wants to go. Yeah, we're gonna go
That
to Star Wars
works.
Land, and I have the money, so now I only get more and more hyped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lightsaber.
Do it.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Do it. Do it.
I
I
just
just-
want to try that blue or green milk.
Apparently the green's better than blue.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
Leland says.
Leland said.
I haven't decided on the saber color though.
Oh, that's what we talked
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, this is starting to sound familiar.
Black.
I wish, but I
Metal.
read into it. There is a black kyber crystal
Yeah.
that is in either 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 bags of red specifically, not just general. And the crystal is black, but the blade is still red, which bums me out.
Oh,
Wait, how
that's
does that
lame.
work? You just have to get a bag, and whatever's in the bag is what you get.
Yes. Well, no. You choose your color, and they give you a bag with the color, and then inside of that
Is whatever it is.
usually what you asked for.
Yeah.
But the chaser, I guess, is black when you go red, or white if you go, I think, maybe blue or something.
Probably
But
blue.
there's a yellow and a purple and a blue and a green. Yeah, I mean, did we talk about all this on the podcast?
I believe we did. Yeah.
I
yeah.
think we did.
I in my heart, I know I'm not a Sith, so it feels like a poser move to go
Yeah.
red.
I want to go. Yeah, I had it in
21st
my head that we
October.
were going to go. But we just didn't know the exact date. I just knew it was a Monday.
I think he only told me like this week.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
well.
The exact date? Because I
Or
remember
maybe
the
late
idea
last week.
was...
Yeah, I think
I
when
remember we
we
vaguely
didn't know
talked
when.
about it.
We
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know when it was. So yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
there you go. And everyone else,
Yeah.
Did you buy your
come to
ticket
Leland's
already?
birthday. No, not yet. He's trying to find cheap tickets for me.
Can you find cheap tickets for...
If he tells me where to get them, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll spread the word.
Okay.
gonna ask
I'm
my
taking a
mom.
non-paid day off for this.
I want to go.
Yeah. If I took the Monday off too, it'd also be not paid. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all out of my PTO.
oh, I just don't get that. So
Oh.
It's your contract.
Wait, is there a holiday? No.
No.
It's just a... It's just
Leland's
a day.
birthday? That's the holiday.
Okay. I could do that.
it's a holiday in our hearts.
Oh my God, in 2 weeks I get my tattoo.
What's it going to be this time?
My Nilla tattoo.
Oh, the Nilla tattoo. Okay,
Yeah, October 2nd
nice.
is my date.
Where are you getting that?
Over my right ankle. I'm excited.
Why does it seem like you were quizzing her on that?
Because I
You're
didn't remember where it was.
Oh, okay.
You're always quizzing.
Am I?
Um,
Yeah. Our
Like-
friendship is a quiz.
Is it?
It's a one long BuzzFeed quiz.
It is.
Like the money that I've gotten from these jobs, it occurred to me just over this weekend. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Star Wars Land.
Yeah.
Which is now just what I call Disneyland. Or I could get like an entire sleeve tattoo. Oh. And it occurred to me like, I need to work for Yay for Anime more and finally get some more tattoos.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Do you have an idea of what you want?
Yeah, I have forever. I haven't like drawn it out specifically, but my left arm is for creativity and my right arm is for memorial.
Makes
My
sense.
left arm is going to be in color. My right arm is going to be grayscale.
That's cool.
sick.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I want to get two sleeves, and then I'll throw random ones. Well, not random ones because I hate random tattoos.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll get like a no. Like when you just pick random flash images and they're like randomly on your arm. There's no kind of
like an egg.
Like an egg?
Yeah.
If you just got an egg on your arm.
Sunny side up
No, but if
egg.
you had an egg and then like a little devil on one side, then you had like
where
a
it looks
cupcake with a
tacky.
smiley face. Yeah, I don't like those.
Yeah.
And
How do you feel about quotes?
quotes are fine. Yeah,
Some people really hate quotes.
Who are these people?
I think it depends on
An old
On the quote?
coworker.
I think it depends on the quote.
Yeah.
Some of them are
named
tacky.
Dan.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Some quotes are real corny. I don't know enough to judge any Bible quote, so almost all Bible quotes, I'm like, all right, you do you. This is fine. But like any quote from, especially like a famous person, quotes, I think can be kind of dumb.
Like we'll
if it's-
all laugh at allied butterflies.
What?
That's Megan Fox's quote tattoo. I
What?
always thought it was dumb. We'll all laugh at allied butterflies.
Yeah, no, that is dumb. I like.
That's it's like I
It
think it's
befuddled
like
us.
right here, and it says
Well, what if
in
it-
like old
who-
English.
What if it
said
means
it,
something
though?
to her, though?
Oh, I don't know.
I assume it means something to the person, but like when you get only God can judge me tattooed on you, I'm gonna find you kind of corny. Like, I don't feel that this tattoo is really. You didn't put the thought into it that I feel, and it's judgy to say, but I feel like you should put into a tattoo.
Yeah.
Some people just get tattoos and that's fine, but to me, like the tattoos I have,
It's
although they-
Shakespeare.
oh, really?
Shakespeare?
Yeah.
Huh.
From what play? Or sonnet?
There you go. Oh, sorry. We will all laugh at gilded butterflies.
Oh, gilded. That, I think Gilded Butterflies, that is...
Midsummer?
It feels like it'd be a Midsummer quote.
Therefore, it will not be able to fly. Wait. If a butterfly is gilded, it is beautiful, but it is also weighed down by the gold, since butterflies are very light. Therefore, it will not be able to fly, and we, the ungilded, will laugh, since we will not be able to fly to the world beyond or heaven.
So,
right, I get that.
So where's the quote from?
I already said Shakespeare.
Okay,
No.
yeah,
Like
but-
what of Shakespeare?
Is it a
The
play?
Shakespeare
Is it a
Company
sonnet?
wrote a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If I were to get...
Hamlet. Act 3 and Scene 2 of Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Huh. Who says it?
Hamlet, probably.
Probably, yeah. That sounds like a Hamlet thing to say.
Ophelia's already dead by that point.
It's floating down the
Spoiler.
river. If I were to get a quote...
That line is quoted as not Shakespeare. That line is famous because it's tattooed on Megan Fox. The actual line is King Lear.
Okay, so it's from King Lear.
Yeah, it's from King Lear.
Okay.
Cordelia and Lear have been captured. Cordelia asks just before this whether they should go see her sisters.
I've never seen any iteration of King Lear.
I have not either.
Yeah.
I have not either.
The most recent Shakespeare play I've seen was like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and it was King Henry the
Eighth?
I think. Yeah. I know they did it. It was at the Old Globe, and they kind of did like a more modernized version. So instead of old clothes, whatever, everyone's like wearing suits and stuff.
Okay.
Except for King Henry, he was also wearing a suit, but he was wearing chucks with the suit. I'm like, so that's a dope move, King Henry.
I've never seen a Shakespeare play.
Yeah.
And I've never seen. I guess that encompasses my entire thought.
Honestly, one of the things
I've never seen like I've never seen it played out in any version, either like a historically more accurate or a updated version of it. No, all I've seen is just movies, and I've seen like historically like period piece Hamlets.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean.
Oh.
Luc Besson's Romeo and Juliet with Claire Danes and Leonardo DiCaprio is still my favorite.
Yeah.
I like that one.
One of the things I miss the most about being in college was when I got to just go watch plays as a part of one of my classes, like for credit. I'm like, oh, this is great. I get to watch plays for credit.
I only did it once, and I liked it, but I've only ever done it once.
Oh, I went to every single play.
Yeah, I saw Proof. That was it.
I saw Xana Don't. I love that play so much. Basically, obviously it's a play on Xanadu.
Yeah.
But it's about a world where the norm is everyone is gay.
Okay.
Right? And then there's this new girl who starts at a school, and then actually it's a new guy. He starts at the school. He's like a football player and everything, but he's secretly straight.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds this other girl. She's like a like Dean's List girl, all this stuff, and she's also secretly straight.
Mm-hmm.
But they're afraid to come out because it's not cool to be straight in this world.
Is procreation explained at all in like some exposition?
I don't think it is.
You just have to accept that they figured it out.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Xana,
that'd just be one of those things I'd get hung up on.
And then Xana is this a type of fairy character. He has magical powers and all these things, and he eventually does magic, and then everything switches over to everyone being straight. But then,
oh, so it's a historical drama.
and then like he's the only one left that's like left openly gay, and he's like, oh no, life kind of sucks now. But then one of the narrator characters is like, don't worry, Xana. They do a song together. Like, oh my god, they're in love, and it ends. It's a fun play.
I believe you.
Yeah. I got to watch a lot of great plays. Didn't you come with me to some of them, Steph?
Yeah, there was like something about a gun. Like the gun bullet, love bullet, gun bullet.
Love gun.
That girl. I went to high school with one of the girls.
Song.
What's her name?
Oh.
I forget her name, but I just remember the play.
Bullet with the Butterfly Wings by Billy Corgan.
No.
It was like playing one
Stars
act,
a rat in a
right?
cage?
No,
Huh?
it was not playing one act. It was what
She
was that?
played like a mom,
Yeah.
and then love for the bullet or something like that. Love of the bullet.
I don't really
I
remember,
forgot.
But
Either or was really interesting.
yeah. I remember there was one play that I watched. It was kind of like a period piece, and then it ends in like a vaudeville play, in like a vaudeville performance.
Huh.
It was because wherever.
How do you end a one-act play?
It's just I don't know how it got there, but the two main characters eventually get hung for being witches, I think.
Okay.
And then when that happens, it switches to a vaudeville play, which it was jarring, but I enjoyed it.
We watched Heathers recently.
Yes, we did. Oh yeah, that
For
was
the first time?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, right on.
Well,
I
the
watched-
play Heathers.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never seen the movie.
I watched the movie.
All right, well, so it was still new to you.
Yeah. I also like to see the movie because
I enjoyed the movie.
I really enjoyed the play.
I think it's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's where I watched it.
I'm
It
gonna
was
watch
interesting.
that.
Right on.
I watched History of the World.
Yeah?
What
that's
did you
right.
think? What did you think of History
Steph
of the
finally
World?
brought my movies back.
There were some parts that were dry to me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was funny, and then I got turned off after.
The Inquisition. What a show.
I think that one was okay.
Okay.
It's after that one. There
After
was
the
one that was
That's towards
really
the end,
dry.
Is it the Rome part?
Or maybe not
No,
even
that's
dry.
before.
That's before.
Because
I
it goes
think it was-
chronologically.
Yeah, that's right.
I think at one point was when I was just like,
It kind of loses its narrative.
It does.
in the beginning it was funny, like the whole like
My-
prehistoric.
I'm not gonna
man,
lie.
what is it?
My favorite joke in the entire movie is Moses.
Oh, where they split the water.
No, wait. He's got the 15 commandments.
Oh,
Don't-
and then 10 commandments. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like there are parts that are really funny. I liked Egypt. Egypt was probably my favorite. No, not Egypt.
Rome?
Rome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rome was probably my favorite one.
I, to this day, often think about finding an opportunity to play a bard stand-up philosopher. I should smack the both of you.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. By bard, do you mean like you're bard?
A bard. A D&D bard.
Like a guy who plays a lute, usually.
Who is a stand-up philosopher. Who is what Mel Brooks was in the movie.
Yeah, I just
in the Rome
imagined-
part. He's a stand-up
What did you say? A philosopher? Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagined just you being a philosopher and then you being barred down. And I was like, I mean, I guess I don't know what
stand-up
that means.
philosopher and a bard conspiracy theorist are two things that I've thought about doing. But I feel to do it right and do it very well, I need to have a real thorough knowledge of the whole world, which I don't. Which maybe some other DMs may shame me for.
Yeah.
But I tell them, hey, cool it. We're having fun over here. Get off of
high horse.
Me.
I mean, it's hard to know everything about a world. Like
some people do.
Well,
a lot of people do.
Well, I mean, professional DMs and all that stuff. Like it's hard work. Yeah. All right,
but
they should be proud. But hey,
I would love, like, in my head when I non-specifically just kind of you go through the emotional steps of someone like just really passionately speaking about a D&D-esque conspiracy theory of like something about like the lizard folk who secretly run Waterdeep, or like stuff like that, or like just even proposing aliens.
Yeah.
Like all these things seem like so much fun to me, but like I really need to do some homework to get it done. And that's not a thing I really look forward to doing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to think what else on there.
The Inquisition I always thought was real fun. It goes into the synchronized swimming.
Oh, the swimming
number.
and
That's
the chandeliers spinning. And
I forget what comes after the Inquisition, though.
I don't remember. It's been a long time.
It has been a while for me, too.
I like the part when they're trying to get away from...
Mostly, I just remember Rome.
Yeah. Because Rome is the part where...
It's the biggest part.
Yeah, Rome is the...
That
has
black
the
guy's
part where...
funny.
Yes. The black guy who's a quote-unquote a eunuch.
Yeah.
And then was it the women dance, and then you just slowly see his feather go.
yeah, that's fine.
Is that Gregory Peck?
There's just a lot of funny things with him I like.
I'm going to look it up.
Or,
oh, yeah, you have the DVD.
I have the DVD right here.
I like the part when they're trying to...
Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
Gregory Peck is white.
Yes, he is.
What is it? They're trying to outrun the people who are trying to get them. So then...
I had the right guy in my head, though.
Yeah.
The black guy goes to the... what is it? He goes to the fields, and then he grabs, like, the plant. Weed.
Yeah.
Weed.
Oh, yeah, they set the fields on fire.
Yeah.
The guards get all high.
It was funny to me. There's a lot of little things.
So now you've seen Blazing Saddles, you've seen Spaceballs, you've seen History of the World,
Men in Tights,
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
And those would be kind of considered some of the kind of top tier producers would also be up there. Oh, yeah, Young Frankenstein. That was the one I was forgetting.
Yeah.
Which one? Like, what are your like two favorite? And favorite being like you would 100.
I would what?
You would centennially watch this again. If at all, or I mean, if it's just that
Spaceballs, I would watch again because that one was really funny to me.
Yeah.
Blazing Saddles I've seen, but I honestly, it was when your hair got braided.
Yes.
So I was also kind of distracted.
Okay.
But it was still funny when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Hood was funny too. I think.
So is Blazing Saddles like? Oh, I'm sorry. Spaceballs. Your number one
is first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
I would want to say Frankenstein would be second for me.
Right on.
I enjoyed that one. That one was fun.
I think I'm Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs.
I think I'm Robin Hood, Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs.
Yeah. Robin Hood is fun.
I just like Carrie Ellis.
I'd watch it again.
Yeah, but I do feel like it marks a steep decline for
Yeah.
him, because then Dracula Dead and Loving It comes out after, and that is not good.
No.
Well,
I
also,
don't. It's the other one I don't own.
but also because Robin Hood I have the most childhood memories of that
Sure.
movie.
Yeah.
First time seeing Dave Chappelle and something. Like,
So now you've gone through like the most popular Mel Brooks films. Do you kind of feel like Mel Brooks as a writer and filmmaker that you're into it enough that you would want to go deeper, like next tier kind of movies?
I'd be willing to watch him. He's clever. That's one of the reasons why I appreciate it, is because it's like when you think, again, old movie, for that time frame, he's pretty like
ahead of his time.
Yeah, ahead of his time. Because there are sometimes like there are some parts where it was like, because I would like if I missed something, I always rewind back and then try to just sit and just like focus on it, so I'm not like missing out on it. So when I was watching some parts, I was like, for that time, I don't think there was I don't think this is really happening. So it's also kind of like, and dialogue wise,
Yeah. Like, to me, Mel Brooks...
it's stuff I'm still hearing now, which is why I'm like, oh.
To me, Mel
clever.
Brooks is king of satire.
Oh, yeah.
Like, nobody has done it as well as he has for accessibility, for humor, for, like, nailing it on the head while also making it incredibly funny.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I think of satirical kind of things that I would like to do in, like, the ideas I've had... that is the bar. That is what I would aspire to reach.
Yeah.
There's a podcast. I want to say it might have been with Elliot Gould, or it was a comedian who was in a writer's room with Mel Brooks, and he's telling the story about he had this real clever, sharp joke that he pitched. And Mel Brook just shot it down and said, I'm going to censor a bad word. He says, wit is ish, funny is money. And it's something I've always remembered because sometimes I will make a joke that I feel like this was real clever.
Yeah.
Like this. All right, here's an example. Years ago, I was writing a whole D&D campaign, and I was kind of plotting out these encounters with NPCs.
Yeah.
And the players had a guide for a short time, the satyr that they find. And the satyr is kind of ousted with this town. And I had this moment where the satyr guiding the players to this town comes up to the the guard captain of the town, who is a centaur.
Okay.
And my opening line from what is essentially from the player's perspective, myself to myself, but is a satyr to a centaur, hey, why the long face? And I find that still, to this day, very witty and funny. But it went over like a hot rock at the table. And because I had so much time to prep this and think about like, man, I am going to kill everybody at this table. They're going to cheer and laugh. They will carry me out on their shoulders. I will be king.
People were doing backflips and
Did you repeat
Confetti.
it again? just because it didn't get what you wanted it to deserve.
I did not, because they heard me. But that's the example, and that's why it rang to me. Like the joke was way long ago. And then the Mel Brooks quote, and that was the first thing I thought about. Like, because I do still think it's a witty, clever joke.
Yeah.
But it was not funny.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. To me, it's still funny, but no one else seems to think it's funny. And like that's the difficulty of being smart and clever, but still being funny.
Yeah.
Like just because you're witty with your reference doesn't mean you're gonna knock it out of the park.
When it comes to Mel Brooks movies, did people ever get like Did anyone ever find it offensive?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay.
Almost every movie.
Okay. Because when I was watching some parts, I was like, oh.
Like
it's funny because I get the humor, but I
Blazing-
always wondered if it was questionable.
Oh yeah, Blazing
Like,
Saddles was incredibly questionable at the time. I mean, if not for the fact,
See, I'd have to watch it again.
yeah, if
'Cause
not
it's
for the
been like
fact
2
that
years. Or a year.
Richard Pryor helped write it,
Yeah.
and that was like, look, Richard Pryor helped write this with
Yeah.
us. That gives us, a pass.
Because there's a lot of stereotypes. And
Yeah, there's a lot of racist
I
stuff
feel
going
like there
on
was
there.
even stereotypes in
All of them.
All of 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
History
usually
of the world, because I was like, ha, I get it.
and usually there's a lot of jokes at like Jewish people's
Yeah.
expense.
Yeah.
He's Jewish. Like he grew up in the time of World War II. Like
There was a joke
he has
where they
those
were talking
memories.
about. There was a joke in Rome where he's like acting like a comedian, and then he was
Stand-up
like,
philosopher.
"Yes, yeah." Oh, was that what he was doing?
Yeah, stand-up philosopher was a joke on a stand-up comedian. Because if you think about it, good comedian could also be kind of a philosopher.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
I'm glad you're with me.
It was even funnier watching that too, because there's like little parts that made me laugh where it was just like he would say something like a question, and then out of nowhere, someone beyond
Yeah.
like would be the person who would
Shout out the answer.
shout out the
Yeah.
answer, and I was just like, for back then, still, this is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of his stuff still really plays.
Yeah.
And that's because I think he made a lot of films that were not contemporary with the time. There's a lot of kind of period pieces are so genre kind of orientated because like High Anxiety is a contemporary setting, but he makes references, but that is by far not what he builds his comedy off of. And like reference-based comedy dies quickly.
Yeah.
Like especially like these days where like referencing something is the easy punchline. We move through pop culture so quickly, you're dead the next month.
Yeah.
Like you're outdated already.
Like memes. Look at
memes.
Look at the meme economy. Like for a month, a meme would be super big, and then next month it's
Done.
It's like, oh, old
Yeah.
meme. Like, why are we still saying
Yeah,
that?
but I still love it because you get those yearly reminders of, this is funny last
But it's
year.
never the same.
Yeah, it's never as funny.
Speak for yourself, guys. I still get a good kick out of the memes that I get.
Like a majority of Borderlands comedy is old memes.
Steph's really excited over the white vans. She's still real into it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Flossing? Still?
Huh?
Love a kid who flosses? The backpack dance kid?
Backpack Kid.
Yeah.
Oh, what about him?
Some Fortnite dances.
Fortnite.
Yeah, what about that kid?
I don't know. We're just naming old memes.
Oh, okay. I get it. I don't get it. They're just saying old memes.
Old
Look at
memes aren't
Steph
funny
back
anymore.
at it with the confusion.
Dang,
I mean, maybe
Daniel.
See, I didn't even catch. I know what you're referencing, but I'm not even talking about those memes. I mean, like the really funny
Steph,
ones.
you gotta hide your kids, hide your wife,
Not
hide
even
your husband.
That one. The
Like,
memes
okay.
I remember the most
Uh-huh.
is like the weird ones online where it was just like, help, I can't get up, or it was like, help, it was a lady.
Oh, help! I've
Yeah.
fallen. I
Yeah,
can't get up.
help,
Have you
I've
tried
fallen.
getting down?
Yeah, and then it just has
Oh
her,
snap!
and it's like, this is sick, and then it's her with like glasses and just
Yeah.
colors in the background,
Yeah.
little things like that. Like I love it.
I'm not saying the humor disappears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, like I'm thankful for like sometimes. Well, usually I'm thankful for like Facebook's this
Yeah.
On this day.
on this
yeah.
day.
Like
I find a lot of good
80%,
memes.
80% of what I see is pretty good.
Yeah.
And a lot of mine are just repeated from like, oh, this is still funny.
A
This
lot,
still gets
a lot of mine
me.
are just like really old, cringy things I used to say.
90% of my on this days involve at least one thing Leland has sent me.
Pretty sure.
Leland hasn't sent me something every day of a single year,
Yeah.
but over 10 years,
Yeah.
he's pretty much sent me on every calendar day. it is kind of surprising on a day that he does not put some kind of image or meme on my wall.
See, like, all because of On This Day, that's mainly why I just don't post on Facebook anymore. Like, I don't want to be reminded of these stupid things.
You know what I do appreciate is that I never talked about my relationships very much on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I've never done that either.
Because when it does happen, like, and I'm tagged in something and that shows up, I'm like, this is uncomfortable. I need to scroll past this.
It'd be like that, though.
Good Lord. 4 years ago on this day, Stephanie Agnes is feeling broke. Pro tip. The easiest way to blow 700 is bills. Shaking my head.
Well, I mean, you're not...
I do sometimes, though, and this is, like, way back, like in the first couple of years of Facebook, I would just kind of put out, I guess, jokes, like very brief, like one-line kind of jokes. And I look back at some of those and I'm like, hey, look, I was really trying for something back then. What happened to me? But my favorite is I put up on Twitter, and I remember I was driving, I was coming home for the last time from Austin to San Diego, and I remember having a thought and tweeting it and liking it so much I put it on Facebook, or maybe they were connected, I forget. But it was heartworms aren't as cute as they sound. See, I used to have it. I used to be funny.
That's a good one.
Hold on. Sorry, I fell.
Yeah, now
down.
everyone's just looking at their Facebooks.
Well, yeah, because now I'm just looking at stuff.
Look at this. 9 years ago today, guitar practice is what I said. I was practicing the guitar 9 years ago. Can I play the guitar?
How's that going?
3 years ago, I had a list of places that I was supposed to go to
Steph's
in 2016.
And you still have that list.
And on this list,
I've been posting the same
since
resolutions every year for the last 3 years.
I've gone to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
We did go to Polly's Pies.
We did?
I did go to Julian.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember. I kind of want to do it this trip up to Knott's, but I understand that's not in the plans.
I did Santa Monica Pier. I did go to the Philippines.
Look at you, knocking things off the list.
I did go to Mama Cat's.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I got breakfast at Mama Cat's, and I was really happy.
TFTI.
We didn't go to Oink and Moo yet. Chicken Charlie's in Balboa we never gone to because it's fair food.
Yeah, we have.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did. That's true. Chicken Pot Pie Shop, I did take you.
Yes, you did.
So you were able to try that. All flavor, no grease.
No.
We still haven't gone to. That's in L.A.
Ah, you made a long list.
Vegas, we already went to.
On there twice, apparently.
Six Flags, we did go to Six Flags.
Indeed.
Disneyland, I went to Disneyland.
All right, well.
Brag.
Yeah. And Borellis I think, was the pizza place where your car broke down.
Yeah, sounds about right.
See? Good time.
Womp womp.
8 years ago, just finished
Is this the
book.
rest of the podcast?
On to the next. I look at I read books 8 years ago.
Wow.
It's more recent than me.
On this day 8 years ago, every day I'm shuffling. do.
That's not even the rhythm for that song.
Well, that's what I put. And then and my comments were, you need to calm down, and do is not how it goes.
So Taylor Swift was there.
7 years ago, I really should be sleeping. This was at 2:21 in the morning.
I could beat that one. 9 years ago. 9 years ago. So tired. So very tired.
Still true to this day.
Yeah, yes.
7 years ago, nee, blah dee blah, la la dee, nee. I don't know what I'm referencing at all. Nee, blah dee, blah la dee nee.
Can I
I don't know
Yeah,
what
you
that
can just
is.
yeah.
Can I tell you?
Yes, you can.
Can I tell you both something that I saw today
Oh no.
that I just was dumbfounded by?
What's up?
So today, I was out in like UTC La Jolla area showing a very nice studio apartment over there, just north of Genesee.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And I was kind of warned ahead of time from the office, hey, this guy's going to come in. He seemed a little weird on the phone. I'm like, okay, bring on weird.
Yeah.
Weird is a good time. So the guy shows up, and he's very kinetic. He's constantly moving.
Yeah.
He's kind of going around and whatnot, and he asks, when was the house painted?
Yeah.
And when were the floors replaced? The floors look new. He says he has an issue or an allergy with new things.
Okay.
I'm like, that's a new one on me.
Yeah.
But okay. And as he's looking around, he's saying how like new paint does it affects him negatively. It'll be a deal breaker. So as he's kind of going through the living room, he walks up to the wall and smells it.
Okay.
He walks straight to the wall like I am punishing him for spilling soda on the carpet. Just right to the wall.
Yeah.
And he's smelling it.
Deeply.
And I just stare at him. This 50-something, nearly 60-year-old man.
Yeah.
Smelling the paint on the wall.
Man, Michael J. Fox is really fallen.
Don't you dare say a bad thing about Michael J. Fox. He is a saint.
He is. I was trying to think of the guy who played Booger in...
Oh, I've met him. Crud. Yeah, he's in Supernatural, too.
Yeah, Metatron. I was going to say his name, but I just don't remember his name.
Yeah. Crud, I know it, too. But yeah, like...
Who's Booger?
From Revenge of the Nerds.
I'm not good with names. I know I've seen it, but I don't remember the name.
He's the gross one.
Who kept picking his nose and rubbing them on his boogers on people?
Okay.
But this man proceeded in 3 different spots of the house.
Yeah.
Went and smelled the paint. And I have never had anyone have or do something so
odd.
Yeah. I didn't want to say weird because weird sounds not nice. I get it.
Yeah.
I get what he's telling me. And whether it's a thing or not, he clearly believes it.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that really matters.
He's quirky.
And he's excited about the house, but I do need to find out how old the floors are. Because if they're too new, I guess long exposure to it, like if he moved in, would
so he has
become an issue.
Allergy to
newness.
Okay.
So he's like a reverse Leonardo DiCaprio.
What?
Because he likes younger women.
I guess that's a long way to go.
Yeah, well, I was going to say George Clooney, but he's married now.
Yeah, it's an issue.
It's like a health thing, or is this mental?
I don't know.
Maybe a little column A, column B.
Yeah,
because I feel like I don't know.
Like
maybe
he's super
with certain
friendly.
Paint, like maybe he just can't have the new type of paint.
But he even said because I told him like I definitely know that the paint is not new because there's like marks on the paint and everything, and just I've developed and I've like
it's
okay,
not a fresh...
this paint is probably 3 to maybe 3-4 years old. But I did do some touch ups, and as he's walking around, he's like, don't do any touch ups. That'll just ruin this. And I'm like, I did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
That paint's new. Now, granted, small touch-ups.
Yeah.
I did not, like, repaint a wall. I filled in some patches and whatnot. But now I'm thinking, it crossed my mind. Like, when you feel like you've caught somebody in a lie, but it's harmless. So, like, why should I call this guy out and tell him, like, oh, no, actually, sir, right next to you, I did some touch-up. Because he was right next to a spot.
Yeah.
But it did kind of, I don't know. What do you do in your brain when you're like,
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things. You just let it go.
I wasn't going to call him out, but in my head, I'm just like, your credibility is kind of slipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
who,
I'll rent to you.
but who knows? He might like legitimately believe it. Might just be just just in his head.
Yeah.
It's
Like
just,
I said,
you know,
whether it's true or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it's not for him, it's not for him. We'll
Yeah.
rent it to somebody. We just started. Like it just went on the website today.
I mean, clearly he's not a painter because he couldn't spot
Yeah.
fresh paint. So you know.
Well, because the paint is new and he's allergic to new paint.
Yeah.
He can't be a painter, and that's the tragedy. He always wanted to be a Renaissance painter.
Yeah.
Paint is expensive.
Pointillism. Acrylic paint's not too expensive.
I was like,
Are you talking about like painting a house?
Well, when I went to Home Depot, there was like this one paint that I saw, and just for like maybe like 50, no, not 50, maybe like 100 ounces of it, it was like $174.
That's the gold paint.
Why is it so much?
Because it actually goes on in one coat.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I was looking at that compared to the one that we got. We got a 2-coat one, which is fine. But this one was just like...
All paint is 2 coats to me.
Yeah,
I've
I went to
never accomplished
I went to
it in
Sherwin
one.
Williams, and I was like, excuse me, this is expensive.
Yeah.
This primer is expensive. Yeah.
I have... I feel like that was... Meeting this guy was like right in the increasingly hectic day that I kind of am still in the middle of.
Yeah.
Because I have to get I have to go back to one of the units, and I have to hang up 4 curtain rods, which will only take me like an hour to do.
Yeah.
Because and it only take that long because I got to measure them out. There's no pre-existing deal, so to make sure it's even and level and all that. But that house, the person is picking up keys tomorrow, so I got to go in early tomorrow, which sucks. And I had to rush back from UTC to get into University City to show a place, which took 40 minutes to get from one end to the other.
Oh.
And I didn't realize until I got there that I'm pretty sure I left my work iPad at the last place.
Oh.
So after this podcast, I'm going to go there.
Oh, man.
No.
And although I am pretty sure it's inside, I'm pretty confident it's right on the kitchen counter where I last remember seeing it. But I can't help but think, what if I left it on the roof? And then I drove away. And now it's gone.
Yeah.
Or what if I left it on the floor and now someone's taken it?
Yeah.
I am living a very manic anxiety, like since 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate those.
About the iPad, and then also the fact that I have to go in early to take care of these curtain rods because I just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
I was hoping I would. It just did not work out that way.
Yeah.
And then also trying to find a guest tonight. Surprise, no guest.
It's okay. We got to talk.
Yeah, and then like it's not like I'm like, oh no, now the podcast is gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I did have a goal to have a guest every week for
That's fair.
the No Swear September,
It's okay.
and I
We're
feel
still, we're still swearing. Right?
a little bit. But like, what are we? We're well into the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like the guest kind of keeps us on our toes.
Oh, definitely.
And not quite thinking as clearly.
Yeah.
Because you've taken 1 bean, I've taken 2 beans.
Yeah.
And that is it. This is not a bean heavy episode.
Well, mine's being, judged by the bean police.
True. You
So
do,
next week I will take.
True. You do have one that's
Yeah.
up,
I have a
up for
questionable.
debate.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
pending. You're
I'm
pending.
pending. There you go. I'm
Get him,
pending
bean
my
police.
bean.
Get him. All right, let's.
Oh, more Moroccan snacks?
Yeah.
Turkish snacks.
Let's head into the end here by all the 3 of us
Yeah.
picking one snack from our Turkish Delight box.
Yes.
Not Moroccan in my world platter.
And not actual Turkish delights.
And not actual Turkish Delights. I felt so dumb. You haven't listened to that episode, have you?
I did.
Did you?
I did.
So you heard me like I had to interrupt and be
Yep.
like, hey, sorry. All right, so you guys pick a snack. We'll do that real quick and we'll bounce out of here because I got to make a 25-minute
you gotta
drive to find out if I really left the work iPad at a vacant house.
Oh, man. 25 minutes. That's such a long way to drive.
My
you hear the
total
sarcasm?
driving time today exceeds your driving time.
No, like, half the time I leave the house, I'm terrified I forgot something because there's no going back. I can't, like...
I mean, it'd be one thing if like, it was that. But,
Yeah.
like, if it's not there,
Yeah, ugh.
I owe, like, $500.
Yeah.
Like, Disney is over.
Yeah.
I don't go to Disney anymore. And that is something that is really concerning me.
Yeah.
Because Knott's Scary Farm and Disney are all I have to live for right now. I need this.
I'm going to try these crispy chips. They are Dirtickly Cracker.
Bean Police? you listening to this?
They are paneer. They're cheese flavored. Cheese and onion.
They look cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cheese and onion. Gross.
I don't know what a Bahara.
I'll tell you, Steph, we don't know what any of this is.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
It
If it doesn't have a picture on it, then
They're
we
like
are
crepes.
real confused.
It look like mixed nut flavored. I don't know. I don't know what those are.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try them.
So I did work another weekend. I did Fangia.
Yeah.
This past weekend.
How was that?
I mean,
Did
it
you
was-
get snacks?
it was a convention that I'm not going to talk about publicly, in case maybe somebody's listening. But yeah, I bought myself some more of that mochi.
Oh, okay.
These smell interesting.
Chicken and a biscuit.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like chicken and a biscuit.
Which I always thought those were weird crackers.
I like those.
It is weird that it exists.
This doesn't smell.
Chicken and biscuit.
This smells.
I was going to go for the pizza cracker, just to connect with my people.
I don't know what I'm smelling. Are they nuts?
Interesting.
I don't know what I'm smelling.
I'm gonna get some of these
That is
though.
weird.
Okay.
But instead, I'm going to go for a Sevizli Kozhelva from Koska, established 1907.
Oh,
I know it is nougat with walnut.
yum.
I don't know if there's anything else in there.
So my chips they taste like chicken and a biscuit, but with a strong cheese aftertaste. So I dig it. I'm curious about Steph's though.
They are stick crackers with spices. They're actually good.
With the spice. But like, can you figure out like?
No, I can't tell you what spice these are, but they're good.
Okay,
I eat
but
them with soup.
it smells something familiar though. Like I feel like there's some kind of equivalent I've had in my lifetime that it could be compared to.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, but I don't know what it is. I like it though.
Is it nougat?
Yeah, it is.
Is it Ted Nougat?
Shut up.
I don't like that guy.
Yeah,
No, he's
it's
awful.
Ted Nougat.
Cat scratch fever.
He's a racist. Don't worry about it.
He is a racist. Yeah, if you ever just really love nougat,
Yeah.
it is literally just nougat with chopped walnuts and for some reason like a thin wafer on the edges. But I think that's just so you could hold it. I think that's just so your fingers
just
don't
held
squish
together?
through it
While you
if you
eat it?
handled it directly.
I definitely am not going to try that because nougat makes me sick.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. Also, those pumpkins earlier.
Is
made
it
me feel a little
egg-related?
sick.
Yeah, let me try your weird
Ooh, good.
sticks. Your Baharath. Yeah, weird. On the picture,
It's like a Final
it
Fantasy
has
summon.
a scoop of just multicolored balls.
Maybe that's ball spices.
Yum.
It looks like the worst bag of tricks ever.
Stuff is all about these crispy.
Air crisps. That's what they are. They're air crisps.
Air crisps.
And ruffles.
God, I feel like I've had this flavor.
Yeah, it's
what is
very
it?
familiar. The Baharati.
Baharath.
I want to
Baharat.
try that. Can I try this?
Good. Get a bite.
I'm curious.
I'm clean. I don't know. It's. I feel like it's from a chip or something, but not like a name brand. Like a Sun Chip kind of. It lives in a Sun Chip world.
I can see that.
This isn't as sweet as I thought it would be.
No. Like it's barely sweet.
Have you tried what is that called? The nugget roll or something like that?
Nugget roll?
Nugget roll?
Is that what they're called?
I'm not that adventurous.
No, what is that? It's in like the candy section sometimes, and it looks like it's definitely like nougat, but I don't know what it is.
Nougat roll?
Yeah, or like sweet roll or something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I find it,
Okay.
I'll take a picture of it. Because it's.
Please do.
I have it in my head.
Whatchamacallit.
I just don't know what it's called.
I'm gonna try one of these hot beans because I'm curious.
Yeah, go for it.
talk
Since we're
about
winding down.
if we like fruitcake?
I've had fruitcake I've liked enough to eat the whole fruitcake, and I've had fruitcake that was not good.
I've always seen fruitcake and it's always looked gross to me.
I always liked hitting people with the bar.
What?
Yeah, I have that fruitcake log. I like just really dinking someone with it. That really hurt my shoulder.
My dad's wife, whom I don't have a title for, and I always feel bad for calling her my dad's wife, but because no one knows her actual name, I have no other way to describe her, makes a fruitcake every Christmas.
Yeah.
I've heard this story. Go ahead.
Mother-in-law? Ooh, these things
No,
are
it's not-
hot.
it's not
These
mother-in-law.
are spicy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, wow.
No, not mother-in-law. Like,
Stepmom.
but I feel like as an adult, like when your parents marry long into your adulthood, she's not like your mom.
She's
She is her first name.
Yeah, and that's
So
what
you
we
go,
refer
this
to her.
is
But if I
Dad
refer to someone else,
and
like
Name.
I could call her stepmom, but that kind of gives an idea of like, oh, like she helped raise me. She didn't help raise me at all.
okay.
She's
that's fair.
my dad's wife, but not my mom.
I would just then give her a name.
Her name is Jacqueline.
Yeah.
But if I just
Then
say
she would
Jacqueline,
just be
then you
Jack.
don't understand the connection.
My dad and Jacqueline, his wife.
But that makes her dependent on my father, and I don't believe any woman should have to need a male figure to be recognized as an individual.
I think you don't win.
Jacqueline.
And her name is
my dad is her husband.
My dad and her husband. Jacqueline, her husband is my father.
Jacqueline, comma. Her husband is my father.
Can I like eat a bean and then get the wrong one?
What?
You just want to randomly take a bean?
No, I want the red one.
They're pretty.
They're red one. They're clearly.
They're pretty easy to pick out.
The two on the top.
It is the red ones that are super red. But no, she makes a fruitcake every year. So
Sure.
if we remember this, you said a word.
You said the S word, so now I
You
said
said
two words.
you said 2 words. Yeah.
All right, 2 beans.
Well, now you can't look.
Dang.
Yes, true. We'll allow a spicy for 1 bean, but the other bean's got to be a blind bean.
Okay.
So if we can remember the fact that you want to try
Here's a spicy bean.
fruitcake, I will have fruitcake this winter.
I want to try.
That's what I've been trying to get to.
Okay, there's Steph has 1 spicy. Now she has to grab 1 more.
Is there any Asian snack that you've been curious about but haven't like been able to acquire that we could possibly bring you?
Steph, you have to grab 1 more bean.
Because we're in No Swear September and trying to do a PG podcast, I can't reply back to that, except for yes.
I don't know how to answer that.
I feel that the people that joke was intended for got it.
I don't get it.
I was not paying attention.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
see it.
You're not helping me.
Steph is now chewing on her bean.
Yes, I would love to eat some Asian snacks.
Oh, okay, I got it now.
Yeah, this tastes like Tabasco.
It's spicy.
Yeah. Like it doesn't linger though, which is nice.
Oh, you're wrong.
No, yeah, I felt like it lingered.
Oh,
Wow. It's lingering on my tongue.
Like, as long as it's in your mouth.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair.
The flavor does not go away until you swallow, and
Yeah.
it washes away.
You should probably just swallow that bean. Just do your next one.
Okay.
Trying to clear up the flavor.
Okay. Did you already?
You probably should have. Probably should have went with the other one first, and so you can burn off this flavor.
Yeah.
Is it still in your mouth?
Mm.
Oh, okay, well,
Steph looks
she looks puzzled.
pondering. Yeah, she's slowly chewing, trying to analyze what's going on.
She's
I
trying.
don't know what this is.
Is it bad?
I can't tell.
Did the Tabasco
now-
burn your
now
taste
my
buds?
tongue is like
You're still tasting the Tabasco.
yeah.
Surprised you took
Burns.
another Tabasco bean.
Oh,
Wait,
was it?
did?
It was 2 Tabasco beans.
I was like, wait, this is amplifying the spice.
If you would like this podcast, then be sure to follow us on all of our social medias, of which you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching at LORC Podcast. If you would like to subscribe and have not yet done so, please
I'm gonna
do.
drink some of your drink.
Do so at Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Spotify. You know what? I don't care for you, iHeartRadio. You can go kick rocks.
Yeah, I don't like iHeartRadio at all.
I deleted it off my phone.
I think it's still
and
on
I
my
don't
phone.
listen to
but
the
only
Kane show
technically.
anymore because I have problems.
How are we going to get content?
I know.
You're going to have to
so bummed.
watch the news or something.
I've been watching Philip
The news?
DeFranco videos daily to,
Which
to
I mean,
find
yeah, it's
what's
I mean,
going
it's
on.
good for news, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
But
bummed
Philly D
'cause
hasn't brought us any content.
it's true.
I'm just bummed because I want to keep listening, but I don't know. Just trying to use their app.
The app is not
It's
good.
not good. It was fine before. It just got like increasingly worse. And like,
Well, you can make the switch to Google Podcasts.
Oh, there you go.
Or download us directly from libsyn.com/LORC podcast.
I'm on
Kane
Spotify,
Show's
and the
on
Kane Show's
Spotify?
there.
Oh, good. More content from another
this is
podcast.
what Kane said. I'm so happy.
Next week, guys,
Great
lists are coming back.
show.
How did you never check Spotify?
Because they always talk about iHeartRadio.
Because they're a radio station.
Owned by the
Clear Channel,
Clear Channel.
which owns iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
I just thought because they were always on iHeartRadio that they weren't because they weren't on there before.
Oh,
They're probably on Apple too.
They
They're probably everywhere.
They probably
No,
figured
they
out.
were
Oh
on-
no, no one's
they
listening to
were-
us on iHeartRadio.
They were on on Apple Podcasts before, but yeah, no. For the longest time, it was just always on iHeartRadio, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I guess I'm never going to listen to them again.
And if you have very extensive thoughts, opinions, if you have ideas for the list of ridiculousness or next week's tome of ridiculousness for some Halloween themed stuff, you know we're going to do it. You can always email us anything you like at lorcpodcast@gmail.com.
Also, while you're emailing us, let's find out where you're from. You don't have to put a name; just say where you're from. I'd like to know who's listening.
Yeah, where are you listening from?
Your address specifically. And the times you are and are not home.
Because I was talking to my coworker
For
about
research.
it today, and
Yeah.
she was just like, "How far?"
Also, send pictures of your feet.
oh my goodness, she was just
That's
like,
what WikiFeet is for. All right, we don't need to.
"Yeah, no." She was. She
I feel like
asked,
that's real. That's
It
real,
is,
isn't
it is
it?
real.
She asked how
Gross.
big or how many people were you reach.
How wide our audience?
And I
Oh.
couldn't give her an answer, and I was like, I think it's pretty small.
Whatever you make up is more than what we actually have.
Yeah. So then she was like, why don't you just ask them to, like, message you? And in my head, I was like, man, we tell them.
We do. Every podcast.
We tell them every podcast to email us what you want
Now,
us to talk about.
If it's
Or
Leland,
thoughts.
then as soon as I start explaining this outro, they tune out. But they're just missing all this good stuff.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Steph, if they want to see your stuff, then where do they go for the podcast or for the social medias?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter.
Talking to the mic.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids, StepHuhnoids. I'll be posting stuffs.
Do you have to go to the bathroom right now?
No,
Okay.
I just want to move my legs because I've been sitting all day.
Okay, I get it. You're just kind of bouncing back and forth.
I know. I need to use the bathroom. So.
I also think the candy got me hyper.
Jordan?
You can find me on most social media platforms. Yeah, at Jordan is a bear. I tripped myself up.
You had to think about it?
Yeah, I did. Most social media platforms at Jordan is a bear. Unified Branding. Barry, you should probably come on the show. It's been way too long.
I talked to him about a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And told him, hey, man, your invite is always open.
And he's like, nah.
I'm too good. I'm too good for this nonsense. And if you want to be the nougat between my wafers, then find me at Graphite Night on the Twitter and not the Instagram. Although Steph is trying to get my Instagram back.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Gross.
Fingers crossed. And if nothing happens, then, nothing changed.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's true.
Would it be better if I said if you want me to be the wafer, or if you want me to be the nougat in between your wafers?
That's
Is that
worse.
better? Yeah,
That's
see?
worse.
See? I went the right way. I went the right way with it.
If you want me to fill your wafer with cream,
Okay.
Ooh. That skirts PG ratings.
That's you're towing the line.
no, I'm not. My feet aren't even on the line.
Yeah, you crossed it already.
No, I'm not even towing it.
If you want to tell me why the long face, then find me at Graphite Night. So until next week, I'm Anthony.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Steph.
Why?
And we'll see you later. See, that's how you do a harmonizing. You don't have to yell everything.
Yeah, you don't have to yell.